Welcome to Movie Lover News. I'm your host, Tyron Rubin, doing the show with Alex, together bringing you the #1 movie news show on Earth. Steve Jobs said 2010 was the year of the iPad. He said that 2011 is the year of the iPad 2. So Alex, please send me an iPad 2 because in South Africa we don't have the iPad 2 yet. No, the reason I'm actually saying that is because it looks like 2011 is going to be the year of Steven Spielberg in films. Last year, Spielberg executive produced 2 great films, Hereafter, which was directed by Clint Eastwood, and a film I even loved a lot more, which was True Grit, which was directed by Joel and Ethan Coen. This year, we have Steven Spielberg getting involved, producing, directing a lot of huge films. And I think he's going to have possibly his greatest year ever. A film that Steven Spielberg is producing, which just had a trailer that everybody loved, was Super 8. In the summer of 1979, a group of friends in a small Ohio town witnessed a catastrophic train crash while making a Super 8 movie, and soon suspect that it was not an accident. Shortly after, unusual disappearances and inexplicable events begin to take place in town, and the local deputy tries to uncover the truth. Something more terrifying than any of them could have imagined is going to occur. As I mentioned, Steven Spielberg is producing this film. People loved the teaser, loved the Super Bowl spot for this, and loved the trailer. I love the trailer for Super 8. I'm going to see Super 8 in the cinema. It's been produced, written, directed by J.J. Abrams, being released on the 10th of June this year. It has Elle Fanning, Chandler, Amanda Michalka, Ron Eldard, Noah Emmerich in this film. The music is being composed by Giacchino, who's also composing the music for Cars 2, which has been released this year. The wonderful film Let Me In, and he's collaborated with J.J. Abrams on the television series Fringe and Lost, which has the most beautiful score. And he composed the score for Star Trek, which J.J. Abrams directed, and he composed the music for Up, which was so beautiful. So I'm extremely excited about Super 8. It's a 10 out of 10 on my excitement meter. Then from Steven Spielberg, we have him producing Transformers: Dark of the Moon. I saw the first Transformers, I enjoyed it. The second one, not so much. I don't think this film will be the most intellectually thought-provoking film, but I think it's going to be extremely entertaining. And they say this Transformers is going to be a ride, so I might just see it in the cinema, unlike the second one. This one, of course, has been directed by Michael Bay. It's going to be massive, and it's been released on the 1st of July. And the Super Bowl spot and the trailer look epic. Then something more exciting for me than Transformers is Cowboys and Aliens, which Spielberg is producing. A spaceship arrives in Arizona in 1873 to take over the Earth, starting with the Wild West region. A posse of cowboys are all that stand in their way. It's based on the great graphic novel by Scott Mitchell Rosenberg, and it's been released on the 29th of July this year. It has Jon Favreau directing it, and with all his experience from Iron Man 1 and 2, with special effects, understanding the art of entertainment, Jon Favreau is going to rip it up with this film, Cowboys and Aliens. It looks superb, and what's interesting is that Spielberg produced True Grit, which was a Western, and this is a sci-fi type of Western with Olivia Wilde, who's one of the most beautiful actresses in my opinion. Harrison Ford as Colonel Woodrow Dolarhyde, Daniel Craig, who I think is a superb actor, as Jake Lonergan, Sam Rockwell and Paul Dano. So I'm really excited about this film Spielberg's producing and Jon Favreau's directing. Then from Spielberg we have Real Steel. This is why this is the year of Steven Spielberg in film. And Real Steel is being released on the 7th of October. It's a boxing drama set in the near future where 2,000-pound robots that look like humans do battle. Then, in December, we have 2 films that Spielberg directed, not only produced, like Super 8, Transformers, Cowboys and Aliens, and Real Steel. These are 2 films Spielberg has directed and produced. War Horse, which follows a young man named Albert and his horse Joey, and how their bond is broken when Joey is sold to the cavalry and sent to the trenches of World War I. Despite being too young to enlist, Albert heads to France to save his friend. It's based on the amazing novel by Michael Morpurgo, which was a hugely successful play. Has David Thewlis in this film, Benedict Cumberbatch as Major Stewart, Emily Watson as Rose, and Tom Hiddleston as Captain Nichols. This film looks really interesting as it's a World War I film. Spielberg has really got a lot of experience with kids in films, in war films, like the amazing film Empire of the Sun with Christian Bale, and the 2 superb films set during World War II, Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan. So how could this film be bad? No, it's going to be excellent. War Horse. Then from Spielberg, with all his special effects experience, is The Adventures of Tintin, The Secret of the Unicorn. The Secret of the Unicorn is the 11th title in the comic book series The Adventures of Tintin, written and illustrated by Belgian cartoonist Hergé. Designed to be the first volume of a 2-part story, the plot of The Secret of the Unicorn was continued in the 12th Tintin adventure, Red Reckham's Treasure. Everything looks amazing in this film. The artwork, the effects, it's in 3D. Simon Pegg is Inspector Thompson, Jamie Bell is Tintin, Daniel Craig, Red Reckham, Nick Frost is Thompson, Andy Serkis is playing Captain Haddock. This film combines the stories of the crab with the golden claws, The Secret of the Unicorn, and Red Reckham's Treasure from the rich literature Tintin. This film is in 3D, and having Steven Spielberg have 2 films being released in December is something I'm really excited about. War Horse and The Adventures of Tintin. And I'm going to be first to see Super 8 on the 10th of June 2011, this year, being released. It looks superb. It looks like it has the magic of E.T. Transformers looks massive. Cowboys and Aliens looks like an epic, exhilarating, thrilling ride in the cinema. And then Real Steel. So those are a lot of films that Steven Spielberg is producing this year, and 2 films he's directing. And this is the Steven Spielberg Show on Movie Lover News. I'm your host, Tyron Rubin, doing the show with Alex, and together we are bringing you the #1 movie show on Earth. Thanks for watching.